of transgender equality, Ashley Love.
Good afternoon, all you defenders of equality and dignity. How are you? I was born and raised in Orange County, California, and I must say, there's some of us here. I must say that I am embarrassed as a native Californian that Prop 8 was upheld. This is not the California that I went to elementary school and history class and learned about. The Black Panthers, the hippies, the college protests. It doesn't make sense. We all know that this is not the gay rights movement. This is the LGBT movement. That means lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender. Please do not forget the transgender movement. As we all know, gay and lesbian and bisexual are sexual orientations, and transgender is gender identity, which means that your sex is not the same as, your heart, your mind. And recently, on March 25th, the American Psychiatric Association had its annual convention, and there was a protest outside it by many LGBT activists because in their book of mental disorders, gender identity is still unfortunately considered mentally ill, and this is an outrage. This is child abuse. This is horrible. Many of us were sleeping on this issue because we were just focused on marriage equality. So I'm pleading to everyone in the LGBT community to please remember that the transgender community and anyone who does not conform to gender norms really needs us to take action. And in closing, on June 28th is the 40th anniversary of Stonewall. What many of us don't not know is in the New York City Police Department, and the historians agree that it was the transgender and the gender-varying communities of color, mind you, that initiated those riots which catapulted the modern LGBT movement. So please educate yourself and just do not leave anyone behind. Just right now, no one feels good being left behind in marriage. The transgender community does not feel good being left behind in the LGBT movement. So anyways, before I go, I just wanted to remind the government, I wanted to remind religion, and I wanted to remind all human beings who are closed-minded and are scared and will just not open their hearts that the lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender community. I also wanted to remind the Supreme Court that we are not second-class citizens.
Thank you, Ashley. Now welcome to the Raging Granny.